Okay, Blue Abroad here. I'm in the boardroom with my little cousin Lewis. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good. It's a reunion. It's a Blue Abroad special. It's a little bit of everything, mate. How you feeling?
Pleasure to be here, mate. As an avid supporter, avid follower, listen to it every week.
Even though you're a Melbourne fan, you're involved?
I'm involved. I like to see the disappointment of other teams occur. So, no, I'm keen to be here, mate. Thank you.
No, I appreciate your time. We've obviously got a big day coming up on Sunday.
Massive.
I'll be honest, I thought the D's were back. I tipped them against the Lions. I was really impressed with you guys the week before. You really grinded out the win, and I mean, you were good for 3 quarters. I actually had to switch off because obviously Carlton were playing in Freo. How are the D's going, mate? What's happened?
Mate, I was surprised as well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had an opportunity there to bounce back, potentially sneak another win. What's disappointing, mate, is we went into the season thinking that we'd get top 4.
Yeah.
Right? The expectation was, as a Melbourne supporter, this first time in 22 years that I could say, yep, Melbourne's going into the season finishing top 6. And then week after week after week, it was just a case of disappointing performances, frustrating disposal. So bad footy equals bad kicking, bad results.
Yeah.
And mate, since the bye, we've had Freo, which was obviously a surprising result for us, which we're pleased with. And then to play Brisbane, top 8 side, go into the halftime break with a 4-point lead, come out with a sort of 5-goal loss, just goes to show kind of where we're at.
What happened?
Clearances.
Yep.
So Gawn won. I think in the first half he was sort of, I don't know exactly the stats, but he would have been plus 20 against Stephen Martin, and that's a pretty good result for us. And then we ended up losing the clearance rate by 18.
Okay.
So minus 18 clearances for a midfielder, Oliver, Brayshaw, Viney, Jonesy, doesn't add up.
Okay, well, so going into this week, how you feeling? Is it confidence? We are on top of the world. we feel like we can't be stopped. No Cripps. We had no Charlie midway through the first quarter, does his medial. It was a disaster. We really grinded it out, and we're feeling like it's going to be one of those club-defining wins where it breaks the ice and monkey off the back, and we go into this week and a bit of confidence.
Well, mate, you remember what happened last year?
No, I do,
you remember what happened last year, so I wouldn't get too confident.
Yeah,
but having said that, last year was very different.
Yep.
And I really like sort of where the Blues are heading this year.
Yep.
And so, there's kind of a cohort of guys in the office that are all Blues, and so that's given me an opportunity to learn more about them. But no Cripps on the weekend, no Kerno, no Harry. They're 3 of the sort of key 22. And I was so surprised with the result. I mean, I must admit, I didn't watch the game on the weekend. I was at the soccer game. But saw the quarter time score was 33-3, from memory, and kind of thought this was going to be a 100-point loss. To see them come back, so resilience, 5-pack, etc. I'm going into this week half nervous. Sort of genuinely nervous.
There's a few things for us. So we've come off the bottom. The big thing in the Carlton world is we've got this pick swap with Adelaide. So the future first round pick goes, which was pick 1 last week. It's now pick 2. If we beat you guys, we've got 4 percentage points more than what you do. And we're 4 points behind you. So the opportunity to go one more spot above, on top of the ladder. We're really worried about giving away pick 1. So there's that. We've had quite a few close losses this year. We had the Gold Coast one. The Hawthorn one was obviously a disaster, up 37 points. The Doggies game was a tough one. So getting that one win off the back in the clutch was what we needed. For me, let's make no mistake. I know you guys are out of form, but Petrarca, you give him a little bit of room, you let him off the hook, he's gonna punish you. And we traditionally turn the fucking ball over at the wrong time, and you guys are a really good counter side. And if we don't come, because at the moment we're all about take the game on. Now, if that doesn't work out and you guys we turn the ball over, I think that's where you're going to punish us. And if we don't have Cripps, Clayton Oliver all of a sudden walks into this game with a bit of confidence?
Well, I hope so, mate. I think the guys like Oliver for us, Oliver Petrarca, Brayshaw,
Viney.
I'm
a big Jack.
And we love sort of his tenacity, his aggression, his sort of hunt for the ball. What I remember vividly from and I don't want to bring up last year's game because that's sort of 12 months ago, I should say. But
if you must, mate.
I have to because it's sort of the only result that I'm holding on to. But what I remember from last year's game, the rules were different.
Yeah.
So I remember being at the game and for whatever reason, Bolton or Carlton coaching staff sort of had 3 forwards for a lot of the time and sort of had 2, almost 4 wingers and sort of 6 or 7 in the defence. And I remember just being there and thinking, once Carlton wins the ball, we've got no one to kick to.
Yeah.
And I know you didn't have Harry, you didn't have sort of Kerno. Kerno wasn't playing that day. But you had nothing to kick to.
Yeah.
This year I'm feeling like it's a totally different story. Confidence we know is a big thing.
Yeah.
I tipped Carlton sort of heading into the season with 6 wins.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I had.
I'd say sort of 6 wins would be a good year. I know Bolton's sort of dismissal didn't help.
Yeah. Well, either way, it kind of has.
Sort of has, but it sort of helped.
We didn't see it coming. We
No.
kind of thought, all right, natural progression, horrific year last year, 2 wins. It can't get any worse than that. So yeah.
I think what would help is momentum now.
Yep.
So a couple of wins for Carlton at the back end of this year, and again, you know, we're playing for a spot to finish 17th now. So whoever loses, sort of, I know the percentage points, we're sitting at 75%, Carlton 79, something like that, and we're 4 percentage points. So if we lose this week, we're 17.
That's a tough position to be in for you guys.
And
you're pretty much back to full fitness. You got Stephen May and Levers playing.
No, Levers. So look, he may play. So inside tip, he may play.
Okay.
But he's. I think there's an over caution there with him.
Fair enough.
I think he may have. I think there's sort of rumours that he may have done something more than what.
Oh no.
It was sort of perceived to be.
So is the mindset for you guys? Let's start thinking about 2020.
Yeah.
Purely because you guys were playing, you know, Richmond type football. Last year, you know that just it was hard to not get on board. You know, obviously you had a poor the second final you played, but that was fine because it was just we've already ticked off a successful season, so no worries. And you got to go through this, and I talk about it a lot about how development is never linear. It's never just up and up and up. It's always met with peaks and troughs. So tough spot. Like 17th is that can't happen. If I'm a Melbourne fan, I know you've had underdone surgeries in the off season, but
it's mate, the most frustrating part about it all is, and I remember telling you that I was at the game in Perth last year for the West Coast game, and being there and sort of seeing what happened was okay, but there was sort of 2 ways we could go from there. It was bounce back and finish top 4 and smash sort of every other team around the ball, contested footy, almost being the bullies of the competition, flat track bullies, or finish 17th. And we've kind of gone in that direction. And what hasn't helped us, and look, I'm going to sort of go out on a limb and say that medical staff haven't helped us at the club because of 13 injuries. 13 players started pre-season with injuries.
Wow.
So they got back on day 1 and they had an extended break, obviously due to the prelim. Got back day 1, 13 players were injured. Oliver had sort of double reconstructed shoulders.
Wow.
The guy Viney was obviously half done. So that hasn't helped us. And again, I don't know what you do there, right? So you can't really afford to not have these guys on the track, but there's got to be something else that we can do about 13 players.
Well, you know what? Darren Burgess, the guy that was at Port, is at Arsenal. He's finished up at Arsenal.
So is he really?
Yeah, he's looking to come back to Australia. If I'm you guys, I mean, we went and got Andrew Russell from Hawthorn, famous for working with O'Meara with the knees, getting Sean Burgoyne back. He was very famous in the industry, and before him, the big dog was Burjo. So if tell you what, if he's available, if I'm Melbourne,
you go and get him.
I'm going. Listen, we can't have that happen again.
No.
You don't want to waste seasons with the players that you have. Maybe they're not in their prime, but they're young enough to say, you can't waste a Clayton Oliver season. He's too good.
No, so guys like Oliver, Gawney, Viney, Jonesy. I mean, Jonesy's sort of a bit of an outlier now because he will retire in the next 2 years, I'd say. So the next 2 seasons, you lose Jordan Lewis at the end of the year, and he'll probably retire in the VFL.
We're not a fan of Jordan Lewis.
No, I didn't want to bring it up.
Absolutely dog out.
Didn't want to bring it up, but you lose Jordan Lewis, so you lose sort of that experience off the fields for whatever value he brings. You lose Jonesy, he's another year older, so you lose him. Then you start to think about sort of who are the true leaders there.
Yeah.
And you've got sort of players like your Gorney who need to step up leadership-wise, Hibbert, Melksham, all these guys.
Yeah.
You know, but what happens when right now we've got sort of a 4-time premiership player in our race. He's not actually playing at all, which is okay because he's older, but leadership-wise, it's probably our time in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And if we're finishing 17th this year, it's rarely ever seen in footy that you can go from 17th to premiers.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the goal.
Yeah.
Right? Every team's goal is got to be a premiership, got to be a favourite, got to finish top 4.
Especially with the profile you list. So the practical side of it is, okay, we're 17th, we've had a horrible year. We're looking at a top 5 pick.
Yep.
What do you need? What is your biggest need on the list?
On the list.
You go into the draft with and say, yep, let's go get him. Is it a young fella or is it maybe a trade target using 3 or 4, whatever you get?
Great question, mate, because I've sort of been thinking about that all year. Do we need to replace a guy like Jesse Hogan? Maybe, maybe not. Look, my view prior to the season that's panned out was we don't.
Yeah.
Jesse was a guy that played 5 seasons for us. Most of the season he played 11 or 12 games. Off-field issues, we know about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's kind of kicked his 30 goals a season. When he played, he was good, presented, ran up the ground, took his marks, and got involved in the game. I think we do need a key forward.
Yeah.
Now, Tom McDonald has had a season that he described as being
he's
terrible
confidence. I saw that post-game interview when he had the good game against Freo. He was just talking about, mate, it's been a disaster.
And look, we like that candor from him, and that's sort of a leadership trait that we like. But it's come too little, too late against Freo being, turning out to be sort of a team that's not in great form at the moment, and I'm not taking anything away from Carlton's win, but sort of that's where Tom McDonald is. So do we need a key forward? Yeah. Or do we need a guy sort of, and I can't actually say this out loud because we've just picked up Stephen May, so do we need another backline, sort of another key defender? Yeah. But I don't think you can afford to sort of have a Stephen May and there was a talk of us getting, I forget the guy's name from Adelaide, sort of the ex-cricket player. Keith. Yep. So talk about us getting him and trading for him.
Tell you what, mate, we're in need of a small defender. We've got a few too many talls. I'm thinking of Mitch McGovern for the Jetta type situation.
Well, that could work, mate. Yeah. It could work depending on.
No, I love Mitch, but out for us, we lack a small forward. Yeah, we lack a small forward, a genuine small forward. We need another solid, strong midfielder. And we need a small defender because we're a little too tall in defence. Which was a great thing against Freo because it was in the wet, so just spoiled, no worries. Yep.
Can I ask a question, taking a different direction, mate? But coaching wise, right? And I haven't spoken to too many Carlton supporters, barriers, members, what have you about this, but my view is that sort of Teague's come in and done a really good job. And I must admit, I saw a video yesterday where he announced Kerno being captain this week. Loved it. As a sort of a neutral supporter for another club, member for the D's, love the fact that he sort of played that jovial sort of character to the team. Yeah. Does he stay on?
So the first 2 games that he coached was an emotional roller coaster because we just finished up with Bolton. We'd had the bye, and the big test was Freo. Because the big question over him was, what's he like game day? Does he have the tactics? Does he have the ability to make the moves? Because you can motivate a group when there's a brand new coach around. The coach comes in and just says, go and enjoy your footy. Yeah, fantastic. But what do you like on game day? What changes can you make? Yeah. He goes to Freo. He puts Levi forward. Levi was playing fantastically as a defender. Puts him forward. Tick. He takes Ed Curnow off Nate Fife and puts Jack Silvani on him. Yeah. Tick. Makes these moves, and at the moment, he's 3 games in. At the moment, he's doing everything he needs to do because we're playing a different style. We're actually, so from rounds 1 to 12 is a fascinating stat. We were 16th in the league for forward half intercepts.
Okay.
Ever since then, so around 13, 14, 15, we're second in the league for forward half intercepts.
Right, okay.
So he's brought a game style as well. It's not just go on guys, go and enjoy your footy. It's a bit methodical.
Yeah.
So, you know, the argument is we're going to wait. We're going to get a good 11 game body of work with him.
Yep.
Do we keep him on and put in a Paul Roos next to him to say, you know, you've got the tactics, I can soundboard off you. Paul Roos seems to really want to get into this director role, but not a coaching role.
And sort of that's the reason why I asked, given Paul Roos' background with Melbourne, and again the sort of question that we're asking as supporters is, should he have stayed for an extra year, and should he sort of seen it out? Which we all knew sort of heading in that it wasn't. It was sort of 3 years, and it was 3 years, and that was it. But if I was a Carlton sort of board member, if I was sort of involved with making that decision, I would spend sort of the significant resources in place to say, Paul, not that I know Paul well, but Paul, come in and support Teague,
100%,
and support him around ideas, coaching, development, people and culture
100%
off the field, and go and kind of get us back to where we need to be. And Carlton need to be a top full side.
It's good for footy.
It's good for footy.
It's good for the sport. We've got 60,000 members. We've broken membership,
which is significant. And I think I saw a stat that Carlton are the most watched fan. It's something like Carlton are the most watched. Oh, sorry, Carlton are the most attended team in terms of members.
Interesting.
Per club.
There you go.
Per club. So even though they're sort of performing the way they are, Carlton members do get around them and continue to go, which is great.
Absolutely. And I think, just with Roos, we did an exercise with Dan, who's our resident list manager, very big stats guy, and we looked at 4 coaching options and lists that those people that coach that are similar to our profile. So there was Brad Scott 2014 with North Melbourne. There was David Teague, which as one of the options, which he's obviously got the list now. There was Vossi with the 09 Lions, and there was Paul Roos with the 16 Ds.
Yes.
Similar age profile. You got your spine, your midfielders in there. So Paul Roos knows what it's like to coach a group like this. He's made it pretty clear he doesn't want to coach. But he's made it very clear that he's keen on this director role. Even on the couch on Monday last night, he was talking about what Carlton need to do or what North Melbourne need to do, putting someone next to the coach. And it was just for me, it was more of a hello, like, are we calling him? Are we having coffees with him? We better be, because he's making it very clear this is what he wants to do. So to your point, I think it'll happen for sure. I think that's what we're going to be doing. Whether or not it'll be Teague with him, I don't know. Remains to be seen.
There's some good coaches, right? So you've already outlined Voss, Scott, Ratton. Sort of. I know you've been mentioning sort of through the different podcasts.
I don't think it'll happen.
It's just unlikely, right? So you're not going to get Ratton.
You don't get back into bed with your ex.
No,
once it's done, it's done.
don't do it. But look, and while I actually think Ratton did a really great job. Whilst he was there, and surprised by sort of what happened. I know Malthouse?
Malthouse.
And look, Malthouse profile,
coming off a premiership, went out early, arguably succession plan,
all those things. But I actually think with Scott sort of available now, and look, my theory and belief is he's already got a job. Sort of whether it's with Carlton, whether it's with St Kilda, whether it's I don't think it's another club, but whether it's with those two, he's already got something lined up, and he's sort of taking the 12 weeks off to remove himself from the North Melbourne.
Bit of a mental refresher.
Go away. He's probably off in Europe now, but but I think with guys like Voss, Ratton, Scott, you've got some good coaches available. And Roos will work with one of those two, or he'll work with someone else.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. So this weekend, this Sunday, you'll be at the game.
I will be there.
So you'll be one of the 1,000 Melbourne supporters who are not in Europe lapping it up with mum and dad's credit card, eating €2 with Lucky.
No. Just got back, mate. Just got back. But look, I think the perception with Melbourne supporters this time of year is buller. I think we've got a sort of discounted rate given the season that we've had. So look, I might be there Saturday and come back Sunday for the game, but if I'm not, if I'm too lazy, I might just stay up there.
No, look, it's good to another passionate Melbourne supporter that's not there with his wine, his cheese platter and his...
I will bring the cheese.
You'll bring the cheese?
But not the wine.
Oh, look, if you can save me some blue cheese, I don't mind a bit of blue cheese and some camembert, a bit of some gluten-free biscuits as well, won't go astray, and maybe a glass of Pinot Noir if I'm lucky.
Come to the MCC dining room, mate. I'll be up there.
I'll be in level 1 with the plebs, mate. That's where I am.
Good luck to you, mate.
Yeah. Absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, mate.
And much love.